Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition, broadcasting live from the parts unknown. As everybody knows, the Clem and Claw show back on the air after some issues on my end. So apologies for people, all the veterans who were around, present and current. We haven't forgot about you. Your day was 3 days ago, and still serving the country, serving our freedoms. God bless y'all. So with that being said, second and fourth Mondays, usually 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 Central Time. You already know the score. Step on to it. All right, let's get an introduction. Anything you gotta say?
No, I'm just happy that you're safe and secure and everything. And so, like I said, not to hear from you and then find out, with all the stuff you guys been going through in, in your neck of the woods. I'm just glad that you're safe.
Yeah,
So,
we were good. It's just that something with the internet. I don't know what happened, but it's good. We're good. It's been a couple of days. We're good. So with that being said, people, today actually about a few hours ago, more than a few hours ago, more like 10 or 12 hours ago, the return of our guy Slap City has reappeared back on the catfight scene. So as he said, he couldn't stay away from from doing the catfight scene. A few months away, and he's back again. He is back again, and he had two new girls, Clover and Candice. I can't say too much about that fight. All I can say, well, I can say a little bit more. He said it. I didn't have to say anything. He said it. The fight happened, people. There's a winner, a clear winner. I'll leave it at that. He says the video will be out on the weekend because, as everybody knows, Gumroad is kind of funky with their stuff right now. You could probably do an overlay page, but you have to do this video separate. It's kind of confusing with Gumroad. I don't know how that is, but somehow he found a loophole. I don't know how he found it, but he found one. So that's it on that fight.
mhm.
And then our friend Sweet Fight. For people who didn't recognize, it looked like Camilla had two cat fights in her visit to Houston in July, not one. Seems like it's two. According to Sweet Fight's new Instagram page, he has like her and a new lady named Mia. For people who don't know who Mia is, she's in the APL video type of thing. So, and when I say Mia, she's a taller chick. She's like 5'9", 5'10" type. So that's, as Clausewell will say, that's one of those things that's been in the can and hasn't been released until probably now. Because I'm pretty sure this was in July. I'm very sure of that because it's earmarked for this year, this month, November 2024. So basically, I'm going to say it's probably coming before Thanksgiving. That's a guess on my end.
Sounds like a winner.
So those are the only two things I got. Everything else. Oh yeah. Uh, let me promote some of our people who are doing stuff. Friends of the show, plural. I'm referring to Reagan and Tilly and Lynn are all getting together. I think they're doing something for Kitty Claus on November 22nd. I think it's in Texas, of course, because I saw a picture of Tilly leaving Las Vegas. So obviously she was doing something for the people in Vegas, clearly. So I saw a picture of that. So it looks like those three are getting together. Other than that, that's it. That's it, people. Can't think of anything else. That part was.
If that's all we got, then that's all we got.
That's all I have. I'm not going to push motive. That's it. Other than that, everything, as y'all know, is football and basketball, and that's it. Football, basketball, hockey, blah blah blah. UFC stuff too coming up, which is for people who are UFC fans, is going to be the main events. And for people who don't know, the UFC, this UFC is going to be great because this was in the legendary Madison Square Garden this week.
Mm.
Madison Square Garden is hosting this UFC, so you know there's going to be some big time fights. I haven't reached the card yet, but the main event is the heavyweight championship between John Bones Jones, the champion, and a guy who was a heavyweight champion back in the day. You know who I'm talking about. Klaus Webb. He's been out of the game for about 4 years, but he says he wants to fight the champion. And as soon as Jones said he wanted him, Stipe Miocic. That is the heavyweight fight. Those guys.
I'm not excited about it, but okay.
I kind of am because this is gonna be the first time Jones actually fights someone of relevance in the heavyweight division because the heavyweight division has been going down since Francis Ngannou and all these other people left.
That fight I would have been excited for, but Dana make the fight that people want to see.
That people want to see that fight, and it's in Madison Square Garden. It makes sense. Let's see what happens with that, and that's Saturday. That's coming up. Other than that, that's it.
And you didn't mention nothing about the boxing match that's supposed to take place tomorrow.
Oh yeah. You're talking about the Jake Paul Mike Tyson one, the one where Mike Tyson put a punch to his man's face today.
Well, he's supposed to slap him like outside.
I won't call that slapping.
It's all
This
it's
is all theatrics for me. This is
it's so theatrical. It's not even.
this is ridiculous. Jake Paul, I respect you, but I think you have now gone a step too far here. Even as old as Mike Tyson is, Mike Tyson does this. This is what he did for his whole life, right? No disrespect to Jake Paul. You haven't really fought anybody of note. You're making all your money. Congratulations and all that stuff. You say you want to fight Canelo Alvarez, which you're an idiot for saying that. Boy,
Um, all I know is this:
he ain't ready.
old sharks are still sharks.
Thank you.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you.
Old sharks are still sharks.
I'm making a prediction right now. I think that fight's tomorrow, and I know where that fight is. That fight's in Jerry Jones's stadium, AT&T Stadium. That's happening in Arlington. I know where that is. I don't even care for that one. You ain't seen me there, so I can care less about that one. But we don't know. Jerry Jones likes to make money. This is exactly what he does: make money off of useless. Because his team, the Dallas Cowboys, are absolutely trash, absolutely abysmal, absolutely atrocious. 4 home games, 4 enough said. That's it.
With this,
Period. End of story. We're all and everybody's doing that fire Jerry the GM campaign. I'm on that campaign right now. I'm on that campaign. Your quarterback out for the season. You can't run the ball. You can't defend the run. You can't defend the pass. You can't pass. Your backup quarterback had 43 yards passing last week. What is this? And you got stomped by your division rival 30-46 at home. And you wonder why the Cowboy fans are tired of you, Jerry Jones. Because you are not you're a manipulator. You're just a business salesman. 29 years of this garbage.
and
Keep going.
you get to play the Commanders, who are not in the greatest of moods, having lost.
Oh, before we play the Commanders, we got to play our rivals Houston first before we even play the Commanders. That's Monday Night Football. We're about to lose that game.
Now, the ugly is uglier.
And for people who haven't noticed, Houston lost to Detroit in a close game last week. It's not getting any better for us. And oh yeah, by the way, I got a lame duck coach who's won a Super Bowl 14 years ago, who has no idea how to run an offense. His West Coast offense is like something of the 1990s when he was with Green Bay. Run the ball in the middle, throw swing passes, throw curl routes, throw slant routes. Mm-mm. We are dumpster fire people. We are a bad team. I knew we was a bad team. I knew we was a bad team when the free agency happened. We didn't get anybody, not a soul. But I was trying to suppress. Now I'm just on fire right now. We are even worse than the Saints. At least the Saints won a game. Y'all beat Atlanta. I give you props. At least you did that. I know you fired your coach, but at least you did something. We getting slapped. We getting slapped every week at home. Every week. You got players complaining about the sun, the sun coming through the stadium, which is a fact. The Dallas Cowboys.
The sun has
The
been.
Dallas Cowgirls. It's embarrassing. The players are embarrassing the organization. The organization embarrassing the organization. Your fan base. Every week we go out here representing the team, and this is what y'all give us. 29 years of garbage. Oh, we're going all in. Jerry Jones, you're a liar. You was never going all in. Never going all in. You waited till the end of training camp to give CD Lamb $34.5 million, and then you wait to the first game of the season to give Dak Prescott $60 million. Dak Prescott is not a franchise quarterback. Yes, I said it. He's a nice guy. He's a good regular season guy, but when it comes to the playoffs, the man chokes. He's not good. Period. Neither is the Cowboys. The way you build the organization, embarrassing. Sorry for going on around people, but I had to get this out, man. I've been hiding this for time. I've had enough of these games. I've been to no games. People ask me, "Are you going to any games?" Hell no, I'm not going to any games. Why would I go to waste my time spending over $300 for parking for food just to watch my thing get slapped every week at home? Hell no, I'm not going in there. And by the way, Cowboys fans, listen to what I'm saying. The Dallas Cowboys will not win a Super Bowl until Jerry Jones either dies, because if he dies, his son's going to run the team, and his son is worse than him. Stephen Jones is worse than him. Stephen Jones is cheaper than him. So we're not going to win anything until we actually get together and drive the Jones family out of the organization and get some people that actually know football and get some general manager or front office person or something. It's a dumpster fire. We are laughing stocks. Every week we're on ESPN. Every week we're on NFL Network. Every week we're on CBS. And not for all the right reasons, people. Oh, I'm done now. Oh, that felt good. I had to get out of the system. I'm good, man.
I see. As they like to say, tell us how you really feel.
I am telling you how I really feel.
Well, dog, huh?
I can say more, but I don't want to waste anybody else's time. So, with that being said, let's run this credits. I'm done.
Oh, Jesus.
I can talk about my OU Sooners, and don't get me started on that. That's another show.
Ooh.
Let's not talk about the disgrace that is the OU Sooners. That has a quarterback that fumbled 3 times in the last game. The freaking punt returner fumbled. You have 5 turnovers, and you expect to beat someone on the road? We got 5 turnovers. And the defense. Oh, by the way, the defense that's been good all year. You lead 23-16 with like 2 minutes in the game, and you let your opponent score in 57 seconds. God damn. Oh, another show about that one. another show. It's not been a good week. It's not been a good season for my sports teams. The only one that's doing well is my basketball team. They're 10-2. It's a long season though. They're doing good. Everybody else, oh, long story. All right, let's go, man.
Who is your teams in basketball? I mean, I know you got the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's my only team I run with. That's the
Uh,
only team I run with. Even though I'm in Texas and I have to deal with these Dallas Mavericks fans, they can't say nothing to me because they just lost to Utah tonight, so they can't say nothing to me.
My Pacers,
Y'all struggling.
what Pacers? What Pacers?
Y'all struggling, man.
As I like to say, we're Pacers.
You're pacing right now, man. But in your defense, though, your team, you've lost. You lost your centers. You've lost your main centers, though. Let's be serious. Let's not sugarcoat that.
We're Pacers. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the last time we was on, we was trying to get on Miss V from Mexican Catfights, and it was we had some technical issues of just trying to get her on, but we was able to get her on. We was able to do the interview and get it done. So what we were going to do is we're going to go ahead and play you the interview that we did, and so she was so gracious in coming on and being with us and taking some time. And I will say it was probably a top 5 interview.
Yep.
That we've done. And so, yeah, so I'm about to go ahead and play it now, and I want you guys to enjoy.
Yes, indeed. Enjoy it, people. Good video.
Gentlemen, we are back here, special edition, Clem Call Show. It's your boy, Kaiser calls Webb, and I got Kupo here.
Kupo here, man. How's everyone doing?
Yes, and so we have here a special guest. She is a cat fighter extraordinaire, amongst a bunch of other stuff that she does. She's a musician and actress and all this other stuff. So we'll let her talk more about it. So we are bringing on to the stage. Drum roll, please. Miss V from Mexican Cat Fighter. Now I want to make sure I say your name correctly because I was like, how do you say it?
Okay, try it. How do you say it?
your name. Como se dice your name? Is it
Okay, it's too easy. I don't know how so many people have problems to pronounce it. So
yes,
it's like Virifaya, like that.
Virifaya.
Verify?
Okay,
Yeah,
Okay.
Virifaya. Okay,
Virifaya.
I'm saying it way wrong.
Virifaya.
Maya.
Estoy en una entrevista.
Yes. Well, we
My
thank
kids, my kids.
Verify.
Oh,
Okay.
no worries. We thank
You're
you
good.
so much for coming. Like I said, we had a couple of questions we wanted to ask. The first one, and I know Clem always has his, is like, how did you get into cat fighting, and why Mexican cat fights?
Okay, I get in. I guess for luck. For I was lucky to find Rodolfo because he's too picky. I don't know, too special for the recording. For her, how to say it? Sus peleadoras, her fighters. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
You're still
Mm,
specific about spiders?
Yeah, yeah, because um, he cares a lot about all of us because um, he cares about our healthy or we have all that we need in the fight before
Mm-hmm.
and after. He's very considerate with us, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a good point. That's why I prefer doing this with her, with him. Sorry, I'm very nervous. Sorry, sorry.
Oh, no
Um,
No, no,
worries.
I
No
don't
you're
know
worries.
fine.
about. I don't know nothing about the world of fights. I have to say. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
at this time, uh, I just know Mexican cat fights and sweet fights just by the name.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, how? What is the name where is Santana TLF? I don't
I
know.
think it was I forgot her thing. The one you talk about, I think her fight was like Messi. I think it was his CFL. I think that's what it's called for her. That's
CFL, yes,
CFL. That's
CFL.
where she's at.
I think. Yeah. Well, I say I don't know nothing about that word, but I'm in love in this moment. Um, I never in my life, I never fought with anybody. I think I was a person to Pacific person to love person, no problems with anybody. So this going to my life and bring me whoa. I don't know how to say. It's like a new bird. I can say.
Mhm.
It's another people living inside me who likes to fight and punch and I don't know. It's too exciting and new for me. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
Oh, that's
thank
cute.
you. Yes. What is your favorite thing about cat fighting?
Mm. The competitive thing.
Competitive?
Uh, yeah,
Combative
because
competitiveness. Gotcha.
yeah, I challenge myself.
Mm.
Mm.
So how I said before, I was too pacific. My life was too easy, too bored. I can say. Um, that fight for me was a newborn. I don't know how to say
Okay,
this.
so I
The
think what you're trying to say.
adrenaline, the stay with another woman and pretty women. That's why it excite me. Um, I don't know. I think this is my favorite, but I challenge myself.
So
Okay.
basically, I think what you're trying to say is this is like an outlet for you to get out your aggressions, basically, and this you challenge yourself because this is more of like a one on one. You know,
Yeah.
who is more dominant than whoever in a particular thing. So, and you find this exciting and challenging,
Yes,
like kind
it's
of an
more
effort.
like a personal challenge, right?
Mm.
Okay.
Who has been your toughest opponent so far?
I think I know the
Well,
answer to this.
I just have three fights, three cat fights.
Uh,
The first one was Valentina.
okay.
The second one was with Mariana, and the last weekend with Jamilet. The third one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can say Valentina was the toughest, the stronger, the hardest. I don't know. It was my first fight. It's obvious. I don't know nothing about punch, about pulling her, about nothing, nothing. I was in shock at the most of the fight. If you remember, if you see it,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
mm,
That happens
but
to everybody the first time. The first time they're like, "Oh my god, what did I walk into?" And then
Exactly.
it's
it's
after
more
that.
than I can expect before. I was thinking about it's just a play time and having fun or something like that, no? But no, it's all real. It's the punch real, the how to say cansancio, um I don't know, everything
It's
get
real, yes. It's combat. It's
Combat.
it's
Combat.
live hitting. Yes.
Yes.
a lot. So she was my toughest fighter
Yes.
cat fights.
Go ahead, Klaus. Ask your favorite question. I already know what your favorite question is. You always ask these fighters.
I know, but I started with your questions first, Clown.
I know.
Since
How many questions
um
do I have? I have one more question.
you
That's about
wrote
it.
four, yes. So the last one on your list was, would you encourage other women to do cat fighting for Mexican cat fights?
That was a very good question, I can say. Thanks for that. And I write my answer right there because I don't want to lose nothing about my speech.
Yes.
So I hope be clear about that. So I'm gonna read.
Hmm.
Okay. Of course, I could do it because it brings me a new challenge. Yeah, I say it. So beyond a violence thing, for me, it is empowering myself, feeling strong, the adrenaline rush, and the entire process that a cat fight entails. Not only on the ring, before and after, it's so exciting, no? You know it. But the love and all the support that the exist in that community, it's all. I really grateful for you for all the support. I say it again. Um, in addition to the economic reward, obviously, no, you know, we
Dinero,
have
yes.
to eat something, so it's very important point. So um, they are what must. I think the support and all the love that the community bring us is all that fills my soul. I can ask you for nothing. I never been feeling like that, and I don't know. I'm so grateful for all the community. Thank you for
Oh,
all of you.
yes. So now my set of questions to segment two. What's the biggest thing you learned from between your first and your second fights, or your first fight with Valentina to this last one you did with Yamala?
Okay. I think don't give up. Never stop to give punish, keep pulling the hair, keep squish the the tits. I don't know, but
Mm,
never give up. Never give
never
up
go.
is the I think the mantra for the life.
Yes, yeah, never give
Yes.
up. Hey, I love it. That's simple. I love it. I love it. Sometimes it's just as simple as that.
Agreed.
Your favorite tactic to use in a fight, or your favorite hold to use?
I don't know. Yeah, as you know, I am a boxer, so the punch is my best thing I can say.
Okay.
The way that I can stand, I can move. I don't know. I think boxing is the most of my technique and
Mm.
time to the fight. Um, and this time I have added some kicks and more squeeze hits, and I
Mm-hmm.
think it was good. Oh, I don't know how to say when you pull the um, calzoncino, the panties, you pull
The
the
punch.
panties and the
Yeah,
tongue.
Yes. Wedgies.
yeah,
Yes.
wedgie.
Okay, that's
Yes.
new, and I love it. I think it's a good weapon with my opponent. So maybe you will see more of this.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
You become more
cool.
well rounded.
He's trying to become well
Okay.
rounded. That's good. That's good. You
Yes.
don't
You
want to
become.
be You don't want to stick to one style in these cat fights because you're gonna be fighting different cat fighters with different styles. So
Yes.
Yeah.
you're gonna.
Just like how boxing, everyone has a different style. Some are southpaws. Some are, you know.
Yeah. For example, Santana is more like resting, doing,
Yeah,
keys.
she's more MMA type. She's more of an
Yeah, yeah,
MMA
yeah,
type with jokes and
yeah.
everything.
Mm.
Yes. The styles make
It's
fights.
interesting. It's interesting. Maybe if she come back to the cat fights,
Yeah.
I will love it to see and doing something with her.
Okay. Which leads to my next question
Okay.
is, who is your dream opponent, or who would you or someone you love the cat fight? You love the cat fight.
Okay. I think I said before, but I don't know about too much about the world of cat fight, and obviously I don't know too much cat fighters. Even here in Mexico, I just know Valentina, Jamilet,
Mm-hmm.
y now Santana.
It
So
it could
I,
be your sister or a cousin or aunt or a neighbor or
yeah, maybe it could be, it could be. Well, it's too much kilometers of distance between Santana and I. I am from Mexico City. She's from Monterrey. So it's like 2 days driving. So
okay.
it's
Okay.
a
Ooh,
far distance, no? But it's not impossible to doing something. I have the
okay.
faith to do it. I don't
And
know.
Mexico City has how many people in it? What's the
Yeah,
population of Mexico City? If you know,
I don't know, but it's a lot of people. A lot
there's a
of
lot of
people
people.
for many
Oh, you mean
countries. For it's like I don't know. I can imagine like LA, California is like
mm,
a little Mexican. I can say because I didn't visit LA, but I have family living there, so they say, "Oh, it's like Mexico. Don't worry about that." So
LA, California in general is big. Is
mm.
very big. I haven't been to
yes,
And
LA.
there
I've been to San
are
Francisco. San
a
Francisco's big.
lot of cat fighters in LA. There
There's
is
a
a
lot of cat
lot.
fighters from the state,
There's a
period. Not
lot.
just LA. There's a lot of people
maybe
in
I have to
California.
go to LA. It's the perfect
There's a
I don't know about
plans.
that.
LA and Las Vegas.
Yeah,
LA, Las
Vegas is the other
Vegas, and
one.
Florida.
And
Those are the
Florida. Those
three.
three.
Yeah, Florida. Those are the
I'm
three big
afraid about Las Vegas. I think I get lost in there. I don't
Well,
know.
there's a lot. It's the city of lights, ain't it? Las Vegas. There's a lot of lights.
You
I know
can't
the
get
city.
lost. The strip is only one
That's
street
true.
long. And you can't get lost.
I will stay with the strippers. I don't go anything. So anywhere, I stay there.
Yeah. Okay.
Next question I have is
Okay.
what is stronger, the desire to win or the hatred of losing?
Oh, that's a good
Fuck.
question. It's a
Yeah,
fantastic
it's
question.
a great question because I'm a person who it's hard to make a decision. So if I get a win, of it's
Yeah,
the best feeling for me. Yeah.
yeah,
So I go extremely. If I lose, I'm going down for. I'm died. I'm died. So I don't wanna do anything if I lose. I think the worst person, the worst fighter, but I think the better way to handle that feeling is taking like a motivation,
Hmm.
you know. Oh, I have lost because I don't give to punch. I don't know. For the next fight I have to give more, no.
yes, yes. See,
But it's
Yeah,
I don't know how to say, when you have to be strong with your mind, for your
mentally
yes,
mind
strong.
have to be like
Mentally
that.
strong.
I don't
yes.
know.
Mentally
So
strong. Yes, yeah. And I think the worst thing is if you lose a fight, but you didn't learn from it as to
That's not a
why
good
you
thing.
lost.
yeah,
It's not
That's
good.
not good. That's not
This
that's
is
good.
what we
why
always
that's
say.
why
Yeah. This is why we always
it's
say when
about
you lose,
loser.
you don't lose, you learn. If you're not learning from this loss, it's not a good thing. You're supposed to
Yeah,
improve from losing. And the same thing, when you win, don't be comfortable. Don't be complacent. There's so many people when they win, don't be complacent. Always try to be better.
yeah, always, all the time is it means to grow up, no? Like a fighter, like a person, like everything. It's growing up on the way.
Mhm. And
I'm
now,
so happy to be here. Thank you, thank you.
oh, thank you for having
No
us.
problem. Thank
Yes,
you.
is cat fighting a fetish or a sport?
Oof. Hmm. I think for the viewers, it's more like a fetish, and the fighters is more like sport. Uh,
Ah,
That's the way what it is.
I was
That's
waiting for
supposed to
that
I
be
answer.
good.
understand, and I love it because I have to have fun in the ring, and I know that you love that, and giving a good show for you is motivating. So I
Yeah,
love that you take it like a fetish because that's why you pay what you pay. So
yeah.
love it, love it. I love to the
I,
all they have all the world of
yeah.
fetish. I love it.
I,
This is an excellent answer. I
Clem,
was waiting for
Clem,
it.
I think I've asked this question now to at least the last, what, 10 guests we've had
Yes,
on the show.
that last 10.
She's probably given the best
Best
answer
answer of the 10.
of
Oh,
anybody who's ever answered that question. It's a
thank you,
fetish
thank you.
to the customers, but it's a sport to us because we're taking the hits. We're giving
I
it to them.
agree. I actually agree with you.
That is
Fantastic.
actually the best answer that we've ever
Yep.
gotten for that question. Because
We have
everybody
to see
sits
the
there and is
world.
like, yeah, they'll think about it. They're like, oh well, it's like, yeah. So I
Maybe
think
That
they
it's
was
don't
a
know how it is for them. Maybe I saying this because how you get a few months ago, I don't know what to do with my life. I leave my work. I only work now for creating content for adults, no per
Mhm.
is
Got
and now cat fights, and I think it's difficult for a person take a seat and see what is real, what you have in front of you, and what is only a dream, only a vision. I don't know how to say. So I don't know. In this time, I have my feet on earth. I can say what I say.
well. That's our questions that we have. Uh, so what we have for the first two segments, and so, Clem, do you have
Yes,
any
sir.
follow up questions? I guess we could take the break and then come back for the
I'm trying to
sidebar.
think. I'm trying to think how she balances her catfight life with her real life job. That's the thing I'm trying to think of.
Yeah.
How do you balance those two out?
So
Well,
how do you?
it's yeah, yeah.
Oh
It's
no,
hard.
no.
Okay, it's hard for me because with my husband we have three kids, so we have to feed them, we have to dress them. It's here in Mexico, it's a very difficult time for pay all the bills. I think in all the world, no, but
Mhm.
Hmm.
having kids, it all change. Mm,
Yes.
so we have to stay balanced mentally and physically, and you know,
Hmm.
if you don't have the money enough to feed your kids or feed yourself, everything's broke. So I don't know. I'm doing yoga. I'm doing music because I'm singer. Um, and with all the things that I do, I am a model. I don't know. Maybe the secret is keeping busy mind. I don't know how to say.
Mm-hmm.
You
Hmm.
know, that's I can say. It's my secret.
All right, Claus. I got no more questions. That was the only question I have. Now I'm
Okay.
done. No.
I am writing, and I'm putting this in the chat,
Okay.
and I'm putting. So one of the things that we have this thing called the seven S's,
Correct.
and the seven S. Oh, it's still. I was trying to get it to. Let me see if there's a way I can. Let me see. Can I do the overlay? I don't see it. No, I don't see it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but one of the things is I was trying to see if there was a ticker. There used to be a ticker on here, and I guess they took off the ticker.
I think they
Anyway,
took it off.
yeah, they took the
Okay.
ticker off. Do you see in the chat where I put the seven S's? So I one of the things I tell a lot of people, from whether you win a match or lose a match, one of the things
Okay.
I would say, if you look at the seven S's,
Yep.
the more of them that you have an advantage against your opponent, the
The
better
chances you're
chance you
winning.
have of winning. Because if you're faster than her, which is speed, if you have more skill, if you're stronger, if you have more stamina, because yeah, I mean, it's just whoever has the most of the seven, the fighting spirit, like you said, don't give up. That's fighting spirit.
That's fighting
Um,
spirit.
when the smarts is what you was talking about, having that mental, just being aware
Mental
of what you're
strength.
doing.
Yep.
Yes, that goes into the smarts. So I
Correct.
noticed from your first fight versus Valentina to your last fight, how many more of those S's you've added on. Because it's like you was definitely in this last fight, you was faster than the last, than you was a lot more faster. You
Yep.
It seemed like everything kind of slowed down because you understood what you was doing. So go
Correct.
into
Yeah.
the smarts. You was better at it. Like you said, you added about with the wedgies and the pulling of the thongs and the pennies and the squeezing of the breast.
Yep.
You was getting better at that skill. You see
That's
what I'm
skill.
saying? As you start adding, and then the
Yep.
stamina, you seem like you was in better condition than the
Then
first
she
one. The
Yeah.
was.
first one is like after 5 minutes, you was like, I'm done.
You're done.
This one you made it through the
And that's
rounds.
most and that's the most important. People don't understand. As a fighter, it's
Stamina.
important to get through the fight. Period. Of course, your first fight, you're gonna have no stamina. You're gonna have no stamina and all that stuff. But that comes when the more fight you have, it comes. It builds. But
Okay.
like you
Okay.
So
say, the stamina, people don't understand. The
so
stamina is the most important thing in the fight, right? You could be the fastest person, you got the most skill, you can have that stuff. But if you have no stamina and you can't
you're
last,
done.
you're finished.
You're done.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
over.
know.
Yeah, everybody has their favorite of the seven. Which one?
Correct.
Um, I'm more of a smarts guy because it's like if I know what I'm doing, even if I know my stamina is not great, but okay, how can I use my skill or can I use my size or can I use
Mm,
my speed against
correct.
this girl? Because you fight somebody bigger than you, it's going to be what is your speed. If you fight somebody smaller, how can I use my size? You
Correct.
know,
And
Yeah.
um,
if you're finding
if
someone, and if you find someone that's like about the same as you, it's about what kind of skill can I get, or in I'm different. Skill is
what
mine.
advantage can I get gain out of her? And the
Correct.
more of those seven that you have, the better your chances of winning.
Yep.
And
Yeah, of
usually,
course.
more often than not, if you lose, it's because of one of them seven, or most
Bingo.
of them seven. And
Yep.
then the first one, it was pretty easy to see. She had no stamina.
Yeah.
She was just figuring this out, and that kind of happens to everybody the first time because
It's
the
supposed to. Your
shock
first
of
fight,
it.
you're not
And it's
supposed
like,
to. Your first fight, you're not supposed to have it all together. If you have it all together in your first fight, that's when you start becoming
nobody
overconfident.
has
And
it.
you think no one has that.
It's
No.
like the
No.
Matrix. The first jump, nobody makes the first jump.
Mm-mm. In other words,
Maybe.
we're trying to say,
Maybe
what we're
it
trying to
is.
say is you gotta fail. You gotta fail to succeed. You can't just
Yeah.
succeed. Everything becomes too easy. So at least in your mind.
Sometimes if you got two newbies fighting, two
Yeah.
first timers, sometimes it might work
Yeah.
out. But if you
Most of the
got
time.
somebody that know what they're doing,
I think I
no.
just want to have one. My very no fighting was with Valentina. The other one, the second one was the most easier I can say of
Okay.
my fightings. And now I could I don't count the second one. I prefer go to the first
And the last one.
to the
The
last
third, yeah.
one. Yeah, you
First
know.
to the third, yes.
So
Because
you
I
said
Yeah.
can
so the
see
second
the
one for you
growth.
was too much, was easier in your opinion. So this one was more of a test, like your first fight.
Mm, maybe my opponent in that time was with so much confidence of
Mhm.
herself, and she was very distracted about her moves, about what she have to do in the fight, so I can play with her how I want it. I'm pulling him. I'm dominator, and I can put my breast in her face. You can
Yeah,
see it. So
yeah,
the chance of doing this in that fight, it was too easy for me. So I can feel like a challenge. So that's why I go to the first one to the last one, because the last one was another type of fighting. I felt more the skills of my opponent, not only mine, not my growing up, because I was watching the fight from Jamilet with Valentina, and I see, again, it's gonna be easy, and I'm happy that it wasn't, because it means a challenge for me and a growth for me and for her, I think. So I love that fight. I can say anymore. I love it.
Hmm.
All right. Well, we're going to take a small break, and but we like to thank Miss Verifia for coming on. Like I said,
Is it
and
Verif?
I
Yeah,
will
Verif. Come on.
Verifia, yes, and I will have if
You
anybody
can
want to
say
reach.
it how you want it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's
Just Viri.
okay. Okay, let's just call her V, man. This is going to get
Miss V. That's
complicated.
why I said
Miss
she's
V.
Miss V.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yes. And so I'll have on the screen in as we edit in this, I'll have like the social media on it so people can reach you and all of that. So we're
Oh,
gonna take a
thank you.
break and we're gonna come back with the sidebar for those that know about the sidebar.
If you know about
We
the sidebar, you
you
know what the
know if
sidebar.
you know you know. So
You
we'll
know.
be
Okay.
we'll be right back after with more with this. All right.
Hmm.
Go. Okay. Ooh.
All right, come.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And like I have down here on the
Dude,
bottom,
I venture to say,
let me
go ahead.
say
I venture to say that was the best interview we've had in the 4 years. Is it 4 years we've done this? I know we've had some very good ones,
it's
but this
top. It's
one,
top five.
is up
It's
there.
top five because every interview that we've had has been unique in it and is of its own right. Again, you don't want to be prisoner of the moment.
Oh, I'm not president of the
So,
moment. I'm just saying it's pretty
but
good.
but it's that is each one is unique because like the interviews just live so fresh in my mind just because of being able to get the insight on the different fighters on the who, what, when, where, why, and how that they do this. But I wanted to mention, like as we have scrolling on the bottom, for those that have not seen the fights or those who want to see more of the fights, reach out to Rodolfo or um, either through his Twitter or X, I should say, at MexicanCatfight.com, or you can go to AwesomeCatfights.com. I know they have the clips for sale. Um, I know sometimes trying to post the clips for sale link usually get
Yeah,
stuff kicked off and banned. So I
bingo.
know if you go through these two channels, Rodolfo can tell you which way best, whether it's through the Gumroad or clips for sale or whatever merch material that you're looking for. Yes,
Correct.
but again, we like to thank Ms. V for coming on. Yeah, so it was definitely a blessing. Definitely a blessing.
Yeah, man. Yes, man.
Well, that was pretty much the show today.
That is a
So
show. That
that
is the
is
show tonight, people. I'm
yes.
gonna let you go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your stuff. I'm gonna let you close this out. The only thing I'm gonna say is my thing, but that's about it. I'll let you close it out.
I'm at Causeweb on X and IG. I don't
And
even know if this is right because it's been so long.
uh, well, yeah, it could be. It's not 3,000. It doesn't matter. It's Clem Akuva on IG and the Clem Akuva on X Twitter. That's the same.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
3,000 part is gone now, but
we're on our temporary home.
for now,
Um, for now, our streaming partner that we use because, like I said, we have a with different technical issues and things of that
shit,
nature. So we had to use a temporary one for today. Um,
it still
again,
works, people. It's fine. It
yeah.
still works.
So again, every second and fourth Monday at 9:30 p.m. This is probably the latest we've ever done a show as far as like from the
Correct.
date. It was supposed to be November 11th, but again, because of technical stuff, we didn't
Yep.
get out to the 15th. I think this is the longest we've been.
Yep.
With from the furthest from the mark that we're supposed to have, so which
Correct.
means the next show would be November 25th.
Bingo.
Yeah.
For
So
people who don't know, 3 days before Thanksgiving, make sure you get all your stuff done because it's gonna be a madness. And when I say madness, I'm talking about going to the store madness. So get all your stuff in, people. That's
um,
just my advice for all of y'all. Get your stuff in before you travel to your families or have your families coming in because it's going to be a complete madness the days leading up to Thanksgiving, as everybody knows, especially the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I don't have to say too much on that. It speaks for itself.
and if I'm not mistaken, because
Go ahead.
Thanksgiving is
The last Thursday of the month.
right, but it's the latest
It's the latest.
Thursday it can be, which is the 28th,
Correct.
which means the shopping days between that and Christmas, this is the shortest time frame as well, because it's
Correct.
not even 30 days.
That's correct.
It's like what 27, something like that.
I think so. When is Christmas this year? Is it a Monday? I'm guessing. I haven't looked that
I
far
mean,
down.
Christmas is always what it's been. Christmas is the 25th, but I think it's on a Wednesday.
Wow.
Yep, it's on Wednesday. It's
Gotcha.
smack dab in the middle of the week.
Interesting.
So that's what I'm saying. I think it's 27 days. You're
It
not
is.
even getting 28.
Nope. You
So
said it. It is 27.
it's 27. Because I think the most it could be, because the earliest Thanksgiving could be is the 22nd.
Correct.
Um,
So if you add 3 days to that, that's 30.
which is 33.
Correct.
Which is 33 days. 33 days is the most Christmas could be 27. And with it being that big of a gap, I can
Yep.
see it where they can make a point of. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and close up shop.
Yep.
But from broadcasting again from the parts unknown, I am Kaiser. This is Boy Clement Kufo. We
Yep.
are out.
Out.
See y'all later.
See y'all in 11 days, people. Peace.
Peace.